So the Aquarium surface skimmer is a must-have for me in all of my tanks. It keeps the surface super clean of a biofilm, it makes sure oxygen is getting into your tank, and it prevents CO2 levels from getting toxic. But one of the most common issues is the fact that the skimmers often bob up and down and gulp for air and eventually fall below the surface of the water. This can be really frustrating and difficult to troubleshoot. My name is Logan, and today I'm going to give you some really easy steps to sort of troubleshoot the issue and prevent your surface skimmers from doing this in the first place. Let's get started. So first up, it's really important to understand how these inflow lily pipes with the skimmers work. So I like to think of them as a head with a mouth and a nose, and they take in air, just like your head, from both of those spots. On the bottom, you have sort of the graded section that has the adjustable piece, and I sort of think of that as the mouth. And up top, you have the skimmer portion, and I sort of think of that as the nose. And if you cover one or the other, you're going to be taking in more air from the place that isn't covered. So that's how these work. When the bottom portion is covered up, the skimmer is going to take in more air, and it's probably going to bob down too low and sink below the water surface. So the first step that I recommend is adjusting the lower portion so that the grate is fully open on the bottom. This will prevent too much air from being taken in on the skimmer portion and will prevent it from bobbing up and down and eventually sinking under the surface of the water. Step 2 is to actually place the inflow skimmer in your aquarium, and it's really important that you place the inflow as low in the aquarium as possible, because what this is going to do is it's going to maximize the distance between the skimmer portion of the lily pipe, the acrylic part, and the glass. So it'll give it the biggest distance between the skimmer and the glass and help prevent it from bobbing down too low. So at this point, if things are working well and you're not getting any bobbing, okay, great, that works for you. But if your skimmer is still bobbing, now it's time to reduce the flow on your filter. Previously, if you had had the grate down below partially closed, this would be an opportunity to open that a little bit, but I just find that to be a pain in the butt. Getting your hands down there is so difficult, which is why I recommend keeping that completely open in the first place. And now, if you're using this with an external canister filter, which you most likely are because it's a lily pipe, now it's time to reduce the flow on your filter a little bit to the point where it stops bobbing. So find the sweet spot, and if this works out, you're probably gonna be good to go. Just keep an eye on your water level as it evaporates throughout the week and top it off when necessary to maximize that distance between the skimmer portion and the glass pipe itself. And then finally, here's a tip that nobody tells you but is really, really important. As we mentioned earlier, if you cover up the mouth, you're gonna have to take in more air from the nose. So you have to be really diligent and careful about the bottom grading of the inflow getting covered by debris, detritus, algae, waste, and plant leaves. So take a look at it throughout the week and trim down that area and keep it clear. Because if you have a free flow of water in and out of that, there's not gonna be additional pressure pushing your skimmer down below the surface. So I hope this video really helps you out. Years ago when I was trying to troubleshoot this, I could not find a single YouTube video helping me out. So put this out into the universe to hopefully help you guys and gals troubleshoot this very frustrating problem. If you like this type of content, go ahead and check out the rest of my channel. I've got tons of videos, aquascaping tutorials, the basics of balancing a tank, lots of great content. So once again, this has been Logan with Logan Rando Aquascaping, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.